Okay.
Sorry.
1 second. Hold on. Are we rolling?
I hope y'all recording this, please.
Please.
Take it off of me.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to. Here, put them together.
Okay.
It's not too much.
So I am recording now. Have we all started? All right.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. So I'm here with Daniel.Xavier and Joshua Mitchell, the creators of albums such as My Soul Sets, which is the latest one, and the one before, Liminal Spaces. Yes, plural, Spaces. All right. And
yes,
much more music that they've had out even way before streaming and whatnot. But we're just going to take some time to get to know them today.
I see the clouds so still. Oh, I can't stand the rain. Oh my gosh.
We'll start with just the typical whatever. How did this all start?
Like, how did we get into music? Or
How did you guys decide to start making music together?
Well, at first, I will say that I kind of always wanted to do music, and when we first, because we moved from schools to school and stuff like that, so I realized that not a lot of people knew me for doing music or like singing and stuff like that, and I kind of wanted people to see that side of me, so I kind of put more of a liking into it. I've always had a liking for music, but I kind of thought this could be a good moment to try to make music in the way that I want to in the future. So and then I started making stuff, and I made like a little EP, and I think I made an album all by myself, and Jodo started peeping, and we started working together on certain things, and then I think the next year he was going off to college, so I really wanted to hammer in the fact that he was like leaving, and I wanted to do more stuff with him. So that's kind of how that started, and I was like, "This actually is good," because Jodo actually had showed a liking to making music. So I was like, "Let me try to make as much as possible with him," and ended up being really good. So
Okay, Joshua, what inspired you to start making music with your brother?
Well, it was mostly him, if I'm being serious. He would always just push, music. At least it seemed like to me, because I was never too involved in it. At least out the gate I wasn't involved in it, and I would see him just putting out music, and I'm like, this is super cool. I'm very sure I can do the exact same. So let me try to do that. And I tried, and then I met him where he was, and then we joined forces and moved forward with it. So.
Okay, let's talk about you guys' sound. Like, is there? Can you guys define your sound?
not at all.
If I were to put a label onto it, I would say, in my opinion, I think it's very organic when it wants to be. Not really, not typical, but I think it's not the bad, not typical. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, oh, this is weird and out of pocket.
Right, when you call something artsy. Like,
yes.
This is like arts. Okay.
It's not artsy. It's bad. Depending on the situation.
It's not artsy bad, it's artsy good.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, yeah, no. I will say that we definitely try to step outside of the box, like, often. So, like, we'll try to take something, like, at least me, like, I'll try to take something that, like, I've, like, heard or, like, I'm hearing and try to just put my own twist on it. And if that's just me, like, I don't know, like, messing with it in some way, shape, or form, I go about it that way and try to, like, just get all my ideas out, and then Jodo just kind of cleans it up, makes it actually sound cohesive. Like, it's like I'm speaking a random language, and Jodo, deciphers it.
Okay. Has from the time you guys started making music to now, how has your sound evolved?
So, I'll say, when I first started making music, again, he was by far more established in the field with just the idea of interacting with the audio interface and getting his ideas out of his brain and onto something physical. He was much ahead of me when it came to that. So when I got there, it would be little bits and pieces that he would help me with. But initially, my music was very, really odd and creepy. I'm pretty sure both of you, I showed you guys my first beat like within the hour of me making it. You guys were like,
Ominous.
Yeah, yes. Ominous and very, very, very odd. But I think from there, I've, again, tried to cultivate my taste and try to dull it down. Not dull it down, let me not say that. But make it more tasteful. And it still can be ominous when I want it to be. But in a general sense, I think it's, just a lot more tasteful. A lot more tasteful for me.
Okay.
I will say for me, the way I see our music has grown, honestly, is that it's kind of more structured. I feel like even in the beginning when I was doing stuff by myself, and even like when we first started making stuff, it was like the moment I figured something out, I just ran with it. Like I was like, oh, reverb exists, and just like went for it and used that. Or like I was like, oh, you can stack harmonies, and you can like learn how this works. And I didn't really take it any further. But every year every time I drop something or release something, or every year that passes, I like learn something new and kind of, I don't know, hammer that thing in for that year, kind of. That's kind of how it feels. But I really do just like want to like, it kind of just looks like it's like building in that regard. So it's gone from like me just using one simple thing to trying to elaborate it and like make it like a greater, more sophisticated thing.
Okay, that's an awesome segue. So my next question would be, what roles do you guys play in terms of the songwriting process and the production process? Who does what, or how do you guys collaborate?
I feel like that's very
Like, take
clear.
us a walk. Give us a glimpse in terms of that.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say usually, but most of the time, it ends up as me having an idea or forming an idea, or actually, it's either me forming an idea or Daniel coming to me with an idea of his that he seemingly can't get out, and he talks to me about it. Two minds work together, and we try to put out something that he sees, or I put out something that's already in the back of my mind. I put it out, I lay it down, and I'll leave it on the computer for a few hours, maybe a day or so, and then Daniel will stumble upon it, and then add his sauce to it, and then he'll leave it alone for like a day or so, and I come back to it, and I'm like, oh.
It kind of
he added
just
something.
snowballs, because like like Jodo will be in the studio and make something, and then like step away, and I'll come to the studio and look at it, and I'll be like, oh, I can hear this melody. I'll do a voice memo or something like that, and then or like record something in that moment, or like record another instrument or something like that, and it kind of just snowballs from there. So like pretty much like by the end of the week we have like a full song, like the startings of a full song.
Okay. How do you guys handle conflict and disagreements in terms of creative differences?
Yelling.
Yeah, head on.
A lot of yelling?
Right into it.
Genuinely.
Right into it. We're brothers.
I wish I was like just joking. It's just
A lot of yelling. Okay.
it's just
better
back
that way.
it's just back
Yeah.
and forth.
And it's weird because the relationship I've established with you, I'll take it to other people. And it's like, no. The reverb doesn't go there, obviously. The delay doesn't go here, obviously. They're like,
Yeah,
all right,
okay.
man. All
But
right.
I will say even with like, because the connection that we have, the relationship that we've established, we know how certain things work. I know how he thinks, he knows how I think. So he'll be like So I'll be like, yeah, no, like the reverb is right there. Yep. Okay. Yep. And then put it, and then have it drop out. Right. Yep. Okay. Perfect. You're already doing it. Actually, I hear the EQ right on that side. Low pass. Okay, got it right there. Like it's like every step of the way. Like majority of the time, we're like on point with each other. That when there is an issue, it's like, how are you seeing it this way?
Yeah, it's like, this is impossible.
This is obviously this. Like, it's not like we're like fighting over the entire thing. It's just like in these moments where it's like, pause, because why do you see it this way?
Yeah.
And it will probably be an argument, and then like we'll eat something, and I'll be like, I see what you were saying with this, because now I listen to it again, and now it's this way.
Oh, so it's like the hunger messes with
Yeah.
y'all.
A little bit.
Okay.
Or like it'll be late, and it's like, let's just come back to this in the morning,
Okay.
and it'll be a different story.
Yeah. So what usually like sparks the inspiration for a new song? Is it just like playing around, then all of a sudden y'all get a hold of a certain piece of a riff or something?
I guess.
It's different.
Yeah, no, it changes constantly. Like I'll be like here. Honestly, I feel like for me, like when it comes to like writing or like making a melody or anything like that, like I would literally just like hear like a certain word and like, but not just the word, just like the cadence of how to say it. Mm-hmm. And I'll be like, oh, that's cool, and I'll write it in my notes and I'll record it. I think I have like 2,000 notes at this point. I know 2,000 voice memos, 1,000 notes. It's just certain words and certain lines. Honestly, because even when you have an idea, like I try to like find a line that fits into like what you're trying to, like your concept and stuff like that. So that's what I try to do. That's kind of what it, like the purpose it holds.
Usually when I have an idea, it's actually really similar. We've never spoken about this.
I would say
it's actually pretty similar because
you write a little bit.
No. So you're writing like word lines.
Yeah.
I'll write like a guitar line, like a lead line.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, how is this? How can I lay chords with this?
Mm-hmm.
Or how is this gonna? How can I try and manipulate this in any way? And I'll have that lead line. I'll get the chords, and then sometimes I'll ditch the lead line. I'm like, these chords are good alone, and then from there I'll make another lead line, and then sometimes I have to ditch those chords. Mm-hmm. It's like a cycle like that, but that usually is what sparks the inspiration. Yeah. I like when it's like a flow of inspiration or a flow of like unknown different things, like me making a lead line, then making the chords, then dropping the lead line. It's like, oh, these chords are kind of alone. What can I do with these? And then it leads you to the next question. What can I do with this? What can I do with that? And that big cycle until you get a full song.
I kind of feel that same way with lyrics, because like the only difference is that like I like the overall concept of it will never change, because I feel like I thought of this for a reason. Like I was thinking about writing about this for a reason. Like I should keep the main concept there. But like I will constantly like change like first lines, or like I'll maybe like keep the melody but like fit different words in it and stuff like that. So, but yeah, no, it's hard. But honestly, I will not lie. It's hard for me to let go of certain lines too, because I'll be like, I want this in here, but sometimes it won't fit. So I'm like, I gotta let you go.
Okay. How much in terms of writing, Joshua, are you involved when it comes to like assisting him with like lyrics and whatnot? Because you're more of the instrumentalist, but how much are you involved? A lot of people may not know, you know.
Usually, I'm not involved at all.
Okay.
Usually it's a complete sever. He does his thing, and I'll do me. But there's a few songs like
20.
Like, well, okay, so that's one. But like, Be Good. Oh no, well, yeah, Be Good. I gave you like you had asked, what do I write about? And I gave you a thing to write about, and different things like that.
Okay.
That's the addition. That's the max.
So more concept than lyrics.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like you do get like, okay. I feel like you give me lines. You'll give me line. Okay, you can make that face all you want. This happens constantly.
Does it?
Like you'll say certain things, because JoJo's a big, like, people don't know this, he's a big scatter.
Oh, okay.
Like he'll yeah. Like I think Yeah, no, I think I remember on what is it? I'm Gonna Be So Happy. I just like I remember hearing it because I remember that was one of the times I came into the studio and it was just sitting there, and it just like I heard the da, 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 and the moment I heard the da, I said, oh baby, I'm like, we're making this,
Okay,
it's that type
okay.
of stuff,
Yeah.
And I remember having like the and I didn't know how to go about doing the rest of it, and I think he came into the room like the next day, and I was like, I came up with this line. I didn't even tell him what the line was. I think I was like, yeah, no, I came up with something. I was like, what were you? I was like, let me take a step back. What were you thinking for this? And he just like he waits out the part that I got excited about, and like goes into like the next bit, and he's like. Like I don't think he did it exactly like that, but it was something to that effect. So I took that and I put words to it. It's like, I can be your Superman for you before you go. But yeah, I think you had it in time, and I like kind of swung it a little bit more. But yeah, no, it's stuff like that. Like, I don't think he realizes how like important he is to my writing process when it comes to like the songs that you make. Honestly,
Okay, that's what's up.
yeah,
Have you guys ever scrapped a song entirely?
100%.
If so, why?
100%.
Well, actually, this is funny.
What?
A couple of songs on the latest project.
Yeah.
I guess we didn't scrap it fully, but right.
Oh, yes.
up into
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
with OMG, and there's a second one. That means the same thing too. But OMG's the most memorable one.
It was what's the other one? It's the one after Be Good.
No, it's OMG and Be Good.
No.
Garden.
Yes, Garden. Yes.
OMG, Be
Almost
Good,
didn't make
and
it.
Garden. All three of them.
Are completely different songs.
Like we had to completely flip it.
change
inside
the
out.
entire thing.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's
Because
that's the closest we got to it. I mean, I don't. Have we thrown away a song fully?
I haven't thrown away. They're still in the vault.
Oh, yeah, okay,
I got a
yeah,
few
yeah,
vaulted, but like I haven't thrown it away. Like, oh, this is trash. Because I feel like I don't put my voice down. I put down like vocals on. No, that's long. That's a lie. I don't make a whole song. Like I don't know. Like I feel like a lot of the time I'll start a concept and then kind of just veer from it. Like I won't fully like make it to its entirety and be like and that's a bad habit, honestly. I think I should see it fully through, but I feel like I can see that this isn't really gonna go too far.
Okay.
That's kind of how I feel. But yeah, no, like what was it? It was Be Good.
Be Good, Garden, and OMG.
It was OMG.
It was
Because
OMG. Yeah.
my gosh, yeah. No, they were completely different. Because I had these concepts, and I told you I will stick to a concept to the end. And I always see the entire project. I don't see single to single to single. I always see like the entire project. That's why I don't really drop singles like that. But it will generally like be, yeah. No, I had a concept of like the love of money, but I didn't want it to be like the obvious 3-6 Mafia.
Yeah.
Gonna give them money, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm saying now. Like I didn't want it to be
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Exactly. Yeah.
Gotta make this money, man. Yeah.
But yeah, no. Like I wanted to sound like pretty, and then you end up making a joint, and I was like, this is literally the concept.
Yeah, like it fits.
Yeah, and I made I changed the first half, but like everything after the first half of Be Good is like my original concept. Yeah, so that's so crazy to think about. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, changed entirely.
Okay, so going from scrapping a song in its entirety to when do you guys know when the song is like completely finished?
When we can't add anything else to it.
No, well,
For me, it's okay because we this is one of the things that we've real fight about. Because I'll be like, I think this is done. It's like, no, bro. There's so much more we can do, and usually that's true. But at the time, we usually don't know what that thing is, and if we try to add what we know at that time, it would make it worse. Because
so much worse.
You can't stuff the stocking. I don't know, like once the stocking is stuffed, you can't place nothing on. Like you're just pushing more and more into it. No, you can't add cowbell. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not about to. You know what I'm saying? Like So yeah, no. When it's done, it's done. Like, I don't know. To me, that's how it feels. Like when you can't add anything else. When you've EQ'd it like to a point where there's 3 different EQs, I think we're good.
Okay.
You know, on one track, yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah. Okay. I'd say the same. There is a line though, like different songs, different songs with different energies, like Turtle.
Mm-hmm.
That is vocal guitar, and then a vocal stack that happens later.
Yeah.
But out alone,
Mm-hmm.
three parts in general. Whereas a song
I'm gonna
like
be so happy.
Be Good or I'm Gonna Be So Happy,
Yeah.
that's a pretty hefty
That's
song.
a lot of things.
That's a pretty busy song.
You add
too.
a lot of effects and different like sounds
it's
stuff like
like-
that, and you feel like, oh,
Yeah.
let me add this one more sound. It's like, don't.
But
do it.
yeah, sometimes it ends up like that. Again, yeah, it's just depends on the beast. Different
Yes.
different animals
Yes.
that we're handling
Yes.
here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of just know. I don't know. You kind of just gotta
Yeah.
feel
Okay.
it.
Like we'll bounce the one with not too much going on,
Yeah.
and we'll bounce the one with too much going on.
Yeah.
And we'll be like, oh, it was better to bounce back. It was better
There's been a
2 times ago, stuff like that.
There's definitely been a few times where it's like we bounce something like 9 times, like 9 different versions of the same song, and you end up going with like the 7th,
yeah.
like that type of
Yeah.
stuff. Like
Or
where
like
it's
the
all
4th.
right.
It's like we were good 5
Yeah,
times.
exactly. We were good 5 bounces ago.
5 takes ago.
Yeah.
Okay. So the latest album you guys have out, As My Soul Sets, correct?
Mhm.
Yes.
You should know, interviewer.
Really? Is there any track on that album that's like meaningful or it was difficult to create? If so, like which song?
Gotta think of it. I will say conceptually. I'm trying to think of a song.
Or meaningful, or like something that you hear and
Yeah.
you poured your heart out.
Well, okay, so let's do one of each for each other.
Okay.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
So for me,
Mm-hmm.
the most meaningful one, it's probably Be Good, just because I put my heart into it. I put my heart into that beat, man. That's a pretty good beat. And when I was making it, I was like, man, this is not enough. It needs so much more. But then I said, I can't figure out what else to do, and that's usually a good sign,
Okay.
in my opinion. Where it's like I don't know what else to put on it, but it's not a lot.
If you feel
going
like it's
on.
done, but it's trash.
Yes, yes. If it's like
it's
this
like,
is,
dang it.
I'm sitting here and this is not what I want it to be yet, but I can't add anything to it, so I'm just gonna walk away. In the past, that has been a good sign. So that's probably the most meaningful one. The most difficult one for me to navigate was probably OMG. That one's pretty intense.
Oh my!
That
I keep
would-
saying
that
we
would
talk
took
about
a
OMG,
bit.
but yeah.
That one
Yeah.
took a bit because it sort of acts as a precursor to Be Good.
Mm-hmm.
When we're talking about the flow of the album,
Mm-hmm.
but OMG, like, it just took a lot. Again, like we were saying, we had to flip it. We had to turn it from what it was. But we used the same idea because the lyrics in the phrasing was all the same, but we had to switch out a lot of the time ideas, a lot of the instrumental ideas. We had to swap out a whole bunch of the chords, and that took probably weeks. Honestly, we were sitting on that one for a bit, like a fair amount of time. Yeah, it ended up fine, and the sound I wanted to get, I wanted it to sound really clean and really open because Be Good is directly after it, which is also clean and open. I didn't want it to be too contrasting, so it's like I wanted it to ride the same wave, and initially it was not riding the same wave, so
Okay.
it took a lot of jumping around. Yeah.
Okay.
My turn. I don't. Okay, so I will say, meaning wise, the song that like has the most meaning to me is "When I Die," because it genuinely is a tribute to my cousin Eric, who he passed. It's about to be 2 years.
I think more than that, man.
Yeah, it's been a little bit. Sorry, yeah,
Some change.
yeah. But yeah, no, he passed, and it was very sudden. And I would say there's been a lot of people that have passed in my family, but I want I'm not really close with a lot of family, like those family members. I haven't had really like a core family member pass, and he just kind of felt like a constant, you know. So it was kind of difficult for me to digest because I've never really like lost someone in my life that was like really like a big part of like how I am, and I think he's a really big part of how I am, like my character. And that was really difficult. And I remember everybody saying like at his funeral, like I will never forget, like it's like someone like famous that you wouldn't even think is from Gary, because that's where he was from Gary, Indiana, came to the funeral, and they were like, we didn't even know he was like he knew him. Or like it was a thing of like, yeah, no, like we learned that he was like helping kids at the church on like Thursdays, you know, and like a lot of stuff came out, and he was just like silently being a good person, like genuinely like like I don't know, like what's the saying? I can't think of it. Like where it's like he was just a genuinely good person when no one was looking.
Yeah.
Like yeah, no.
He was genuine.
Yes, right? And that was amazing. So like when I thought of like I wrote this is one of the songs where I think because did I make the whole thing, sir?
Yeah, initially, because you made it when I was away.
Yeah, because it started as like a poem. I was gonna write a poem about it, and just to write about it because I didn't really know how to digest my emotions, and yeah, that's like over like the entire concept of it, where it's like when I die, I hope my niggas got something to say, like good about me, say I was a good dude, and yeah, no, and yeah, it kind of like snowballs from there. But the overall concept is just like how can I, like when I leave this earth, like what will I leave with, and what will my like the mark on the world be? And that's pretty much like the entire album. It was like type of like things that you go through life, like the type of things you go through in life, and like just dealing with those things, honestly. Like the overarching is just dealing with the things that happen because they just happen, and then you pass and you have to deal with the fact that that's just how it was. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. Like you just hope you did as much as you imagine you did. But yeah, no, I should have started with that last, because then this is not going to be the best.
Awesome segue.
Right, you know, segue to the most. What was the question?
Difficult.
The most difficult?
Difficult to create.
Most difficult. Okay, yeah. Most difficult for me personally was Just Feel, because for the longest time, I had I say this all the time to anybody I make music with. If I can hear it, if I can see it, like it's there. It's imprinted in my brain. Like until it's done, I know how I want it to sound. And for the longest time, I'm like, I didn't know at the time I didn't know much about music theory. I didn't know how to approach like the thing, because I heard like the like just like the all of it, like in like the chord deleted. Like I was like I hear it all, and I go to my confidant, and I'm like it's like. Watch, it's like curse Cali. I'm saying everything I can. I'm just like, is it this? And I hear this, and this, and he's like, right. I'm like, you listen to Blau, D'Angelo, you don't know? And he's like, yeah, no. I was like, and we tried to make it like 3 or 4 times, and it just wouldn't happen. I'm like, forget it. And I scrapped it. I forgot it for like a long time, and then like. I get like naturally. I have a voice memo of it, and I was going through voice memos because I was just bored, and I was like, and I heard it again, and then it just haunted my mind again, and I'm like, I gotta make this. I have to make this, and I like sought out to do it myself, and it took me, I think, over a month just to get all the chords that I wanted right, because I didn't know what chords I wanted, or even not even just the chords, just like the sound of the sound of the chords. Like I didn't know if I wanted it like on a synth, on like a guitar, or like even like the bass and stuff like that. So it just took a while to get it all lined up, and I like chose to do it on like with the Rhodes, and I played all the all the even like the higher parts on my bass, because I only know how to play bass. I'm not playing a guitar. Anyway, I played it all on the bass and like laid down the chords on the synth, and and I did everything in the computer. Like I wish I would have done it like some other way. Even the drums especially, because they're all what is it? Like they're like drunkenly like
Yeah.
like it's behind. So like I had to lay them down like low-key individually, because I didn't want it to sound like a loop either. So that one, I'll stop talking. It was just a lot. It was just a lot, and that was one I'm proud of.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah,
That one was intense.
That's what's up. Okay, we're gonna do a quick little like first thing that pops in your head. Okay, so I'm gonna name a few of these song titles. Now, I looked into. I did a little bit of research.
Oh, did you now?
And I found the top 6 to 7 songs off of As My Soul Sets and also Liminal Spaces. These are the ones that got the most listens. And I'm going to start with Liminal Spaces. So when I say the title of the song, whichever one decides to say whatever, give me the first thing that pops in your head.
You're gonna say the song title?
The song title. First thing that pops in your head. Okay? Here we go. Joshua first.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay. I thought it was like a simultaneous.
Right.
Okay.
But it'll be back to back.
For sure.
Okay?
Oh, okay. He goes and I go?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like
Same song and then boom. Don't answer the same thing. Okay.
Oh, same song.
Same song. So I'm going to say
right.
bop, bop. So I'm going to say, you're going to say bop and bop.
Okay.
First thing that pops in your head. Okay, here we go.
Bop, bop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stinson.
Oh, man. Real punk is what we're. Yeah.
Okay.
One word, I thought.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Barney. I don't know.
Okay, Barney. Okay. In Waves.
Super organic.
Don't know. Dang, you took my word. Real open. Ocean. I don't know.
Okay.
That was what we
Not
tried to
so
go for.
fast.
Not my favorite.
Very, very poppy.
Okay. Daniel, you first. Turtle Reprise.
Better than Turtle.
Super good. One of Daniel's better ones. Sorry, I'm going to talk about this for a second. That one is crazy. Because, again, it starts off initially as the same chords as Turtle, but that was the first, I barely touched that song. That was like literally all him, and that was the first time I had ever seen him make anything like super electronic for one, and super ethereal when it comes down to it. And it's like, what? This is like insane. And it's him playing the bass on it, and all the times, it like goes out of time and back into time, and the way that he like went about that, super crazy. Because he made it, and then the next day I'm like on the computer and I'm like, oh, what's this? I click on it, I listen to it, I'm like, what? What did he do? This is crazy. And then I start tinkering on it, and we figure out exactly how we want it to be. But that was a crazy day. Amazing energy to the song. One of my favorites.
Y'all just made me like that song even more. That's on my like songs on Spotify. When I want to zone out, throw some headphones on. That sounds
Turtle Reprise or Turtle?
Turtle Reprise.
Yeah, it's a crazy one.
I don't know what.
You driving and you zoning out, or you got some headphones on, some Bose, and you just laying back. Oh, I love that friggin' song. Okay, back to the like.
Everybody loves Turtle Reprise. I know people like Turtle, but everybody loves Turtle Reprise.
Turtle Reprise, like with that, like it caught me off guard. Like I'm listening to it. You go through in waves, alter ego, not in that order and whatnot. You listen to Turtle, but then you think of Turtle Reprise, but it's like that could have been a song on its own. Like even if the name changed, it would have been like, oh, that slaps. Okay, so lightning round, home.
I can't say what I was thinking. Red sweater. I don't know.
Okay, home.
I think of Napalm.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because that's not even Napalm, which is
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Sorry.
Alter Ego.
Frank Ocean.
Experimental.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was like the first taste of experimental ever.
Okay.
Like ever.
That was experimental. Okay.
Like ever.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites on top of that. Okay, so moving from Liminal Spaces as my soul sets. Like I said, these are the most listened to albums since they've been most listened to tracks since the albums have been released. Okay, so with as my soul sets, Joshua will start. Be Good.
My favorite.
I think of Ebbs and Flows because no one knew I said that in the beginning.
Yeah, what?
That's a fair
No,
reason.
what did you think he said? What did you?
You said
What
bears
did I say?
and food.
I said
Yeah.
bears and food. Or
And it
bears
pissed-
and
and it-
shoes, and I'm
It
like,
pissed
what in
me
the
off.
world?
It pissed me off because you played it, and I was like, "That is genuinely what it sounds like I'm
he's
saying."
kinda right.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yo, put the lyrics on Spotify now."
Bears and food. I'm like, I don't know where he going with this, but this sounds like a wedding song. Okay, right. Okay. All the things.
I don't know of a word. Collab. It was a good collab.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clark Sisters. They were the inspiration for that
Oh, I
song.
forgot about that. We flipped that too.
Yeah, we
oh my
flipped.
God.
We flipped that. The "My Will" part is literally from a Clark.
Yeah, it's from a Clark
Sisters
Sisters
song.
song. It's from "Sinner Thy Will."
Yeah.
From
Yeah, y'all
the
already
Clark
know.
Sisters.
Y'all already know this. Those my
Yeah.
peoples.
It's a really good one.
Okay. Brighter Days.
I don't know. Sample. I don't know. I can't think of
Okay.
it.
Brighter
That-
Days.
That's what it is.
So it's like a cool ride. It's a,
Cool, right?
Yours
Okay.
was
yeah.
better.
all right, bro, all right, bro. No, because you're right. You move with it. It's not.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Garden.
Garden. The Beatles.
Okay.
Because that's initially what it was supposed to be.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, elbow grease because we definitely changed the entire song.
Okay. OMG.
Beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Ugh.
I love it.
Okay.
Cold flip. That's what I think of.
Yeah.
Okay.
When the knocks come in.
Yeah.
That's it.
Dun,
Yeah.
dun. Ah,
That was crazy. When we came up with that, that was way.
dude, I don't know how because I
No,
said
well,
it.
yeah, because no, tell him what it's about. Tell him what it's about.
It's literally about like being lazy, like what is it? Slovenly? Is that being it's like what is it?
Like,
sluggish or
sloth.
What is
Sloth.
it? Sloth. Being sloth.
Mhm,
I couldn't think of the
mhm.
word. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, no, being sloth, pretty much. Where it's like you're in bed all day and you're like wanting to sleep. Like it's really like, please let me sleep. Like turn these dreams into reality. But like like literally like thoughts without actions are just dreams. That's literally like the whole like point of it. So I spit that to you.
Yeah.
And no, I think did you make it first?
Well, so
I think you had the chords first, and then we made the intro.
I think in the first one that line was the same. Like the lyrics were the same. You didn't change those lyrics. That was in the OG one.
No. Hold on, I can't even remember
'Cause
what
you
my
had this, you
older
had
version
this
of OMG
dream,
was.
this dream idea.
Oh my
before
gosh!
I
Yes.
had laid down the chords, but you had
Yeah.
This was the dream idea was out the gate, and so the knocking is supposed to be reminiscent of you waking up from your dream. You hear the alarm clock, and then knocking on the door, and
Yeah.
the door turns into the kick, and the kick goes into the song.
Dude. No, like
Oh.
that was literally like I love that because we really like painted a
Yeah,
picture
yeah.
through sound. Like that was like I after that happened, I wanted to do that like with every song
Okay.
because that was an amazing feeling. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
that transition was insane.
Crazy sequence, yeah.
Okay. Last one. Hold My Liquor.
Look at Tafari.
Tafari. Okay.
How could I be happy? Yeah, yeah.
All right. All right. So we're gonna kind of flip it.
Hold My Liquor's the most listened to song.
It's one of them.
Oh, I thought you did it in order.
No, this isn't in order. No, I want to say this is in order.
Yeah, I know.
But Hold
yeah,
My Liquor
right.
is like at the bottom.
No,
Be,
that makes
Be
the most
Good
sense.
is the top one.
Really?
Stinson. Between Stinson, In Waves, and Not So Fast. Stinson's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna hold you because
JoJo hates
No,
that song.
okay,
That's so funny.
I don't hate it. It was a very quick
like a very
Make.
quick make.
Yeah.
If you listen to the guitar and the bass, neither of them are tuned properly. I know it's only a thing that affects me.
Yeah.
But none of them, like, they're very out of tune. The bass is out of tune. But since it's so grimy, it kind of like goes with it.
Yeah, the
you know what I'm
grunge
saying?
sound of it all.
And that was
Because I think we were about to leave, and I was like, no, make this fast.
Yeah, and I laid down the chords, and then we got.
And I just
the
like
bass line
hummed
there.
the notes. I was like, dum 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 dum. I was like, just that, like, just do that, like, you know. The he's like, yes, I got it. I'm like, yeah.
That was the last song we made before the album came out too. Like that was
it? Yes, it
Yes.
was.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes, it was.
that was like the last one. And like
Yeah.
within the next few months we had to prep it or whatever. But
No, it gives me a punk rock. Like I've been listening to the Ramones lately, or whatever. So
How
it
about
gives
the
you, stop it. It gives you that type of punk rock, like,
Yeah.
like you on
Yeah.
a mission, like you don't care, like you just walk down the hall and just start knocking stuff over. I'm gonna
But the
be
thing about it is,
okay.
I wanted it to like.
But it's like like the thing that I like about it is like the lyrics go against the beat. I'm gonna be. No, you're not. You're walking around here knocking stuff over.
Yeah.
You feel rebellious, but it's like I'm gonna be all right. Like it's that type of.
I wanted it to
opposite.
feel like when, like conceptually, I wanted it to feel like it was like I'm going, like determined, like bump, 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 bump.
Like, I'm gonna be
but
all
then
right on
it
the
kind of
mission.
feels
Right.
halted because the bass drops out like drastically, and then it's just like this like cute guitar thing. Because it's like I think Stinson was like, I'm not like I'm gonna be all right. Like we gonna be like me and old girl. We just gonna be friends. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't going to like I ain't about to get hurt again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I got my feelings under control. Like I have control over myself. And it's like, no, you don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then that cute little guitar comes in, and that's like what it is. You know, it's like that's you losing control of your emotions
Okay.
in a light way, not like destructive way. But yeah,
Okay. So, like I said,
that's crazy to see that that's one of the top songs though. Sorry,
yeah.
kind of got off topic there.
That's
Sorry.
crazy. So, we'll go into influences. So, which artist or genre have had like the most impact on your music?
We're gonna be here all day
yeah.
if we do that.
Just name a few.
Like 3 or like 5 or like. Cause this
I'm about to
Let's
say
just do 3.
3.
Yeah, three's gonna be tough, but let's just do 3.
Do you want to go? Or you
no,
want me to
bro,
go?
you gotta give me a second. You gotta give me a second.
Okay.
Firstly, I will say it'll always be Andre 3000. He's like top
Okay.
inspiration.
3 stacks.
Because I would not be making music the way I do if it wasn't for Andre 3000. Andre 3000. Jesus, why would you do this to me? I'll say Moses Sumney is a really big inspiration because I did like it. Yeah, it opened up how I felt about like slower music and like just like how I felt when I heard just a voice in the guitar or a voice in the piano and stuff like that. Like shows that you could do so much and like tell a genuine story without just lyrics. Because I would listen because I feel like Andre 3000 like started my love of like writing and like artistry, you know, just like painting a picture of like yourself through like the words. But Moses Sumney taught me that you could paint a picture through like your voice, because like the way that he conveys certain words and puts certain like emphasis on certain things, it makes you feel like this holds more weight, like, or like maybe what he just said isn't true, or he doesn't believe that himself, type of thing, you know. And you know, I aspire to be that awesome. Oh Jesus, what am I gonna say? 'Cause I could say Donnie. I could say, you know,
You gotta say
Stevie.
someone old.
Dude, someone old. I could say the Gap because they're big too. Honestly, I could say Justin Timberlake. I could say Frank. I could say a bunch of people.
Okay.
I'm gonna be basic. Okay, I'm gonna say is Frank. No, I ain't gonna go Frank. Hold on. I'm gonna go. Okay, Andre, Moses Sumney. I'm gonna say Pharrell.
This guy, bro.
I know. Are you gonna? Oh, you gonna say?
You stole it.
I'ma still say it.
Go say it. Go ahead.
Who you got?
All right, so I guess we'll start with Pharrell.
Mm-hmm.
But
He's capping. He's more of a Timbaland fan.
all right, bro. No. You're more of a Timbaland. you like Timbaland.
I like Timbaland. I'm more of a Pharrell fan, though. Oh, yes.
Oh, my gosh.
No,
listen.
You would do the Timbaland, Prince, Pharrell, and it would be
no, because you'd for real, you'd be
Timbaland.
playing. You'd have whole days where you just play Jay-Z, Missy Elliott, and it's all either
when
Just
I'm
Blaze
in
or
that
Timbaland.
mood for Timbaland, but Pharrell's my guy.
All right.
Because he sings. The thing I like about him, because he sings and he produces.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the, that's the okay. Yeah.
So I'm gonna say Pharrell.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying Pharrell, NERD, Pharrell.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
Pharrell the Neptunes, because
more artists than producing for other people.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or maybe I should just say NERD. Or no, that doesn't hit the same. Yeah, it's definitely just Pharrell as a whole. But I really I enjoy the dynamic that him and Chad Hugo have. It's very admirable, So Pharrell's one. This is in no particular order. Also, I got to give it up to Thundercat. I love him. I love the guy. I can go song for song down the whole list. Maybe not word for word, but I could probably go note for note. I could probably go note for note. Keep it serious.
Okay.
And then the third, man, I don't.
Tell you can't just give. You can't just give it to somebody.
It's crazy. You should have asked this first and then had us think about it. Because that would have been. Because this is heavy, man. Because I want to say like. No. So I'll say.
Just throw a few out.
I gotta give respect to electronic because I really do like electronic music. My first love of electronic music was Flume, as Daniel knows, but that's not current anymore. So I'm gonna say Machine Girl.
Whoa!
Or
Whoa.
Kate Trinata. I forgot
was
about
about
Kate
to say.
Trinata.
I thought he was gonna say
That was
Kate
what I was
Trinata.
about to say. That's why
Kate
I was
Trinata has it. Kate Trinata has it. 99.9 is a really good album. And that was actually so.
I'm
when that album came out,
Because Machine Girl is nasty word.
No, I love Machine Girl. Machine Girl is really good. Their production is really good. It's really scary. And like it really throws you in the boat. It's very admirable. But Kate Trinata has some just just undefinable factor that's just really good. Anyway, 99.9. I listened to that album for the first time in 6th grade off of your Spotify account. I don't think you know this. And that's so eye-opening. I was listening to it with like my Walmart headphones, the beater ones. Yeah, real bad. But listen to 99.9 and Light Spots has always been good. That's a really good song.
Light Spots was the one that...
And then track Uno, really good. A lot of them are really good. The features on that are very tasteful. Very good album. Really opened my eyes at that age.
Okay.
Because before that, it was like we didn't really listen to anything like that. Or I guess it would be like your music. And around 6th grade, it was like I can veer out and create my own music taste. Absolutely. And that was one of the first albums that I stumbled upon. So it's very, very monumental.
Yeah, because from 6th grade to now, like, the tables have turned. You know what I mean? I still introduce you guys to music, but you guys more. Of course, with We Less to Forget, Moses Sumney, that was the gem you introduced me to. I was like, oh my God, this is heaven.
Yes.
So, yeah. Okay, so those are your,
Top 3.
All right, we got 2 more questions left. What's a non-musical influence that shapes your music? Non-musical. Is there any a particular book, a movie, some type of extracurricular activity?
Non-musical?
Non-musical. You know how like let me see. I know Tyler has mentioned it. I know a few other people have mentioned when they're in like album mode, they're like Logic has even focused on it. Where yeah. I just said Logic for this example. They're gonna cloud me for mentioning Logic. The only reason why I'm saying this is because he's even added this on this album. You know, while the making of this album, I was watching Kill Bill. While the making of this album, I was doing whatever, or I was listening to whatever. So any non-musical influence.
I mean, it changes. I feel like it changes with every era of music we make. I will say a constant is straight up. For me, technically, like straight up, just like anime.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, it's always been there. Like we like.
Let's not forget the shout out in liminal spaces that you thought I wasn't gonna catch off of the Fist of the North Star.
What? Oh
The
my
sound
gosh!
effect of
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's from Fist of the North
That's
Star.
crazy
So
that you caught that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I caught that, and I'm like, wait a minute, and yeah, you were like,
I didn't think you were
I was like,
gonna
oh my
catch
god,
that.
I didn't catch that. Listen, Fist of the North Star, Akira, Ninja Scroll. I'm an old school anime, so
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you are.
So when it comes, shut up. So when it comes, okay, so anime.
Yeah, anime's a big one.
Yeah, a lot of
I don't
inspiration
know.
is just like direct music.
Yeah,
Like,
Okay.
pretty clean cut.
because when it comes to outside stuff.
Or I guess different. Again, just different movies. But that's majorly from you. It just like inspiring. us.
Yeah, so a lot. Yeah, so I'll say like anime, film, like stuff
Yeah.
stuff to that effect. Like build it.
Like a lot of the time when I'm thinking of like an intro for a song or something like that, I'm thinking in a more cinematic sense. Or how would like a scene of this go?
I'm so lying. I'm so lying. A lot of like my beginning stuff, all I would take inspiration from was Michael Cera movies. I'm not even capping. Like sure, Scott Pilgrim, because that was one of my favorite movies for the longest time. Or like,
So is that worse than Logic?
how?
No.
Okay.
What in the
No,
world?
I was
No,
just trying
no.
to- Hey,
Obviously not.
Sarah is who he claims to be.
Michael
Okay.
Cera, love Michael Cera. Have you heard his
Yes.
music?
Have you heard Michael Cera's music?
Yes,
really
I have
good.
his
Dude,
album
craziest
on
stuff
Spotify.
ever.
Clay Pigeons.
Clay Pigeons, yes.
Dude, okay, but yeah, no, I genuinely like like Scott Pilgrim was a big one, but yeah, not for the concepts. I'm not down with that. Anyway, but like, what is it? Like Juno. Like when I found these movies like later on, and I was like, oh, these are so good. Juno and Youth in Revolt.
And Revolt.
That the
Where-
with the mustache.
Yes,
Yeah.
and he had blue, like
The alter
piercing
ego,
blue
the alter
eyes,
ego. Yeah.
like that movie. When I watched that, I'm like, this is the craziest thing I've ever watched.
Yeah, man.
All this just to get some. Like I was like, this is insane. Like, like genuinely, I was like, this is crazy stuff, and like just not even not conceptually because I'm not done with that, but like
You look at the rug,
I'm
camera.
talking, no. Anyway, I'm looking at the closest camera. Nothing wrong with that. But like the way certain things went down, you know, like that type of stuff. Like even with Superbad and like it wasn't. I wouldn't only like follow Michael Cera's character, but like just like the things that happened, like the whole cop ordeal where he like McLovin's like faking to be this person just so he could like not go to jail because he's genuinely not supposed to be in his position,
Right.
like that type of stuff. Or like even in Youth in Revolt, where like the fire happens, where like the car blows up and stuff like that, and like I don't know, it's just like I don't know, like these moments of like anxiety and these moments of like just raw emotion. Like just I feel like they were perfect, and because also even with Michael Cera's characters constantly being like either quiet or like shy to the point or like not able to fully vocalize like how he feels, but you can feel how he feels.
Right.
Just the way he's saying it isn't how you would say. I don't know how to describe it, but it was just a big inspiration. I'll say, yeah, anime and film, but big Michael Cera movies. Parentheses Michael Cera.
Okay. So last question.
All right, make it count.
All right. What's one piece of advice?
We don't watch that.
No.
All right, bro.
Shut up now. Shut up now. What's one piece of advice that you would give yourselves 5 years ago?
Go with your gut. It's not that deep.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Huh. I'm trying to go to, dude.
What?
I'm just waiting.
Hey, all right.
It's all good.
All right,
It's all
give
good.
me my
Make
give me
it
my
count.
time. All right, come. Hey, okay, whatever.
5 years ago, what you were?
Carry the 2.
Yeah. No. Yep. Okay. Yeah. No. I'd say. Keep trying. Do not give up. If you keep going, you will be straight. Like, and these niggas is not that cool for you to give all this stuff up for.
Yes.
It's like these niggas is not cool anymore. I'm telling you from the future. These niggas ain't cool anymore. Like, keep on. You skating and that's cool, but this piano gonna need you in a second. You gonna need that piano.
That's
No,
real.
that's,
Go do that
real.
piano.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real. I caught that. Yeah.
Oh my
Jojo, you got
gosh.
anything?
No, yeah, just go with your gut. As an initial musician, there would be so many moments of second guessing. And I was learning a lot of music theory, an obscene amount of music theory, actually. Whenever I think about the amount of music theory I was learning, I'm like, that kid had a lot of free time. He had a lot of free time, was doing really nothing. I was like spamming Adam Neely videos and just videos and like locking in on those and getting all these like really deep musical concepts and trying to use them in the beats or in the pieces that I was trying to make. And I would say, well, I can do this and I can do that. Well, actually, maybe I should do this or do this and just follow your gut. Just follow your gut.
Okay.
It's gonna tell you what you want, tell you what it needs, if anything, and you go with that. Ride the wave, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
I was just saying, I feel like at the time, like we weren't 5 years ago, we weren't distant because like that was
No, we weren't.
because we were still close, but we started to like veer and be like our own people.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah. We were. That was the.
We were actually
Sure.
one mind
Sure.
5 years back.
Yeah.
But we started becoming our own people, and I feel like I was like in a raw emotional state.
Yeah.
Like I feel like yeah, my like emotions were strong, you know, because you're literally a teenager,
Yeah.
and yeah, you don't know what to do with them, you don't know who to talk to, and I turn to the homies, and they be like, you know what I'm saying? So they like try to tell me what to do, and it's like y'all don't know no better than me. It's like, you gotta stop doing that. That's what's depressing you. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Stop with the piano. You mean with this old woman every Wednesday?
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Daniel.Xavier, and thank you, Joshua Mitchell.
Yeah.
And that's a wrap.
All right, cool.
All right. Thank you guys for your time. All right.